Should I wear my glasses? We're back. Season 2. Just kidding. Actually, I don't know, because I kind of stopped it for a while, and like now I'm back, so I have like ideas, because I didn't want to just like keep on making these without like a clear idea of like what I wanted to say. Because I am a big fan of, if I have nothing to say, I'm not going to say anything. Basically, I feel like a cute little chat is like an umbrella of like all things I want to talk about, essentially. Because I'm saying this is not a podcast. It's not. It's just a cute little chat. Cheesy. I deleted my social media, and I got a flip phone. Hello. We're going to be talking about the journey that I took to, like, what steps led me up to wanting to delete my social media and also get a flip phone. I know you're like, Ani, we're looking at you on a social media platform. I know. Okay, let me just break this down. I'm still on all platforms like TikTok, Instagram. That's all that I have, but I don't scroll on there anymore. So I still have it for work purposes, meaning content, but I just don't spend time on social media anymore. I was going to delete everything, trust and believe. I was gonna delete like just everything and just only focus on YouTube, but I was like, I don't know how smart that is. It felt really impulsive. I didn't want to make any impulsive decisions. And my family, they were like, don't do that. So I still have the apps on my phone, on my iPhone, but I just don't go on them. I didn't delete it, but I deleted my access to it, I guess. I don't know. And my flip phone. Yes, this is the Barbie flip phone. I like decorated it. I don't know if you can see. I love it. I think the only thing that it doesn't have is like Bluetooth, or at least I don't have Bluetooth. I can watch YouTube on it, which is like what I do most of the time anyway. I can call, I can text. I am trying to get into the habit of turning it off, because yesterday I relapsed and I was on TikTok for a very long time yesterday, and that was a bad idea. So I was like, okay, if I don't have any control, which I do because I haven't been on, I have not been on any socials. I actually feel a lot happier not being on social media. I know, cliche. You hear it so many times. Before I left socials, people were talking about like, I'm touching grass, like, you know, go touch grass, guys. But actually doing it and not really knowing what's happening has been really peaceful. Okay, so questions that you probably may have, or you may not. Questions that I asked myself. Why did I decide to do this? So I think I was watching one of my videos last night. Actually, I was looking for footage of like my my curly hair. I was talking about how social media has really just like bothered me, and it honestly wasn't even about what's happening in America, which is, I know, it was that plus just how Americans were acting, and across everybody, like whatever party you identify with, whatever you are, everyone was bothering me, because I was just really shocked by the state of Americans right now. And obviously Americans are not the only people who are annoying or who are struggling. It's literally everyone, but because I'm American, I'm familiar, like I know what's happening, you know, out here. I was just seeing so much stuff, and I was like, there's no way that people live this way, think this way, act this way, not care about others. There's no way content creators are this way. And obviously it's not everyone. Obviously when I'm speaking, I'm not generalizing a whole group of people. It seems like a large amount. When you're only seeing that for so long, you start to be like, damn, are there any sane people out there? I was just like, oh my gosh, like, is everyone going bananas? Our content creators, they just don't care about like personality anymore? Are they only doing this for money and like just the fame and the whatever? It was affecting me, and because I couldn't understand why people were acting the way that they were acting. And from a spiritual standpoint, I'm Christian. From a spiritual standpoint, the Lord has been telling me to get off of social media, and I was like, no, know, like, it's funny because TikTok is really funny. A lot of you guys are so funny, especially like in the comments. Oh, for every like one hilarious video, there was like 100 of people saying, doing, whatever, just horrible things, and I was just like, oh. And then negativity. Again, not even what's happening in my country, but just like people are really negative online, and being hateful has become trendy. Being a hater has become trendy, and that was just so draining. It was so draining. You have someone like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to go to Coachella, like people in the comments,
do you not know the state of the world right now? Do you not know that I can't afford milk?
And I was like, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm going to Disneyland and I got to get the VIP experience. Wow. What a waste of money. Do you not know you can use that money to go build a bridge? People weren't allowed to be like happy, like about anything. And I was just like, why? You have mothers, first time mothers. She was like, oh my gosh, like I'm pregnant, like oh, we're having a baby. Wow. It's always wow. You are so selfish. Do you not know? Oh my gosh, what is going on? There was so much negativity and there was no solutions. And I was like, okay. I'm not even gonna hold you. 안녕하세요, 저는 Anna, and I'm addicted to TikTok, or I was addicted to TikTok. So that's like one reason why I decided to delete socials. Why I decided to get a flip phone was actually because I'm still unemployed. I was realizing things are expensive and I was paying for a lot of unnecessary things, subscriptions and some bills that I have that were just so expensive for no reason at all. And I decided to try to like downsize as much as I possibly like could. So like my phone bill, she was pretty expensive. I mean, it went down because my phones are all paid off, but she was still kind of expensive. So I was like, okay, which phone plan can I move to so that my bill can be cheaper? Maybe I should get a different phone because maybe that would be cheaper, etc, etc. And that's how I ended up with my flip phone. Of course, during like and still now, it's like a trend to have a flip phone. You know, everyone's like analog, you know, but like no one's actually like using it. Yes, I've always had iPhones, but I'm not like the type of person that has to have like the newest of everything. Like that's not me. I have so many songs on my phone. I don't want to delete my Apple Music yet because if I delete it, all my playlists are gone. So I've been slowly but surely making the switch of making CDs, and I have an iPod that I got a few years ago, and I've been replacing the songs on my phone and putting them on my iPod and then making CDs so that I can stop paying for Apple Music. Because me not having a job, I just realized all of the unnecessary things that I had I didn't actually need. And I actually do really love physical media. I was tired of like not owning things, if that makes sense. Right now we live in a world where we don't really own much. Like our music, our movies, our TV shows, we don't own any of it. And I was like, hey, let me own some of this ish. So that's a really long answer as to why I decided to do this, but yeah. Okay, the next question, when did I make this change? I made this change I think in December. December, maybe January is when I actually got my flip phone. Do I still have any social media? I already answered that. I'm talking as if someone asked me this question. I like posted stories today or yesterday because I'm still trying to, of course, grow and post things creatively because I love being creative. So I obviously still want to post content, but I'm just posting and leaving. Like I'm not really trying to linger too long on social media. But like, what's the point of doing this? I'm glad you asked. You meeting me. Social media was really like messing me up. Like it really was. In like another way, I was just disappointed. I was really disappointed in like what I was seeing from my fellow Americans. And it sounds so dramatic, but that's just honestly like where my brain was at. I felt like hopeless to some degree, because I was just like, why do people think this way? I should make a video saying this. We shouldn't be acting this way. And I think I made a few videos about stuff maybe, but then I was just like, this is not my problem. However people think, act, whatever they do, that has nothing to do with me, and I can't control how people choose to move through life, but I can control my access to it. So I'm gonna cut my access off by not like absorbing, partaking, looking at people's content. I'm really selective about what I view on social media because of this reason, and I've actually been a lot happier because I'm putting my focus and energy into things that actually, one, bring me joy and could help, but also just in a different way. One issue that I had was people's negativity, how everyone was just so angry and everyone just loved being a hater and loved spreading chaos, and I was just like, why would they do that? Instead of asking that question constantly, and instead of like debating about it with my family or even just journaling about it, I took my energy and I'm putting it in towards things that I actually like and actually care about, like being creative, studying Korean, hello. Like I'm just sowing my energy into more what's the word, not appealing, profitable, no, just things are like worth it, you know, because you get nothing from sowing energy into negativity. Like you literally get nothing. I think I made one video where I was like, I know being a hater is like a trend, but I love being like supportive. Like whenever I would go on TikTok and I would see people who just being hateful for no reason, like, ew, you're ugly, oh my gosh, you're fat, oh my gosh, why are you wearing that, ugh, a man, why is he there? I would comment like, oh my gosh, cute couple, you look so cute, I love your whatever. And I actually meant it. I wasn't just doing it just to like, you know, be like fake, but because I'm just like, why spread negativity when you can spread positivity? Like, don't be annoying. Of course what they're doing isn't healthy, but what I was doing also wasn't healthy. Like me stewing on how dumb people are, that doesn't help anyone, that doesn't get me anywhere. So why am I doing it? And I really do think that social media now, it is horrible. It is probably the worst time, the worst and best time to be on social media, because while there's so many advantages to being on social media, so many people's dreams are coming true just by a quick viral video, which is beautiful. There's just also this influx of just negativity. It's like a dark misty cloud, and there's so much misinformation, there's so much AI, and it is a really hard time to be on social media right now. And I'm like, if I'm choosing to be on here, I need to strategize what I want to put out in the world. If I want to put out positivity, okay, well then get off, stop consuming so much negative content and start making some positive content, and talk to the people that want to change, that want to learn about different cultures, that want to talk about and geek over K-dramas. Like, do that. I always think and say, like, we only have one life. I only have one life, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that I have the cutest, happiest life ever, because like, why wouldn't I? Like, duh. I think I wish more people thought like that, because like it really is true. Like, I don't know what you believe in, but like, we really are done after this. Like, for real. You should be trying to grab onto any and everything that brings you joy, even if it's something so simple as like painting your nails or doing your hair. Like, don't let social media and the people on social media dictate how you live life. And also, because like I just said earlier, there are so many negative side effects to social media, and I know it probably sounds like boomerish, as you guys say, but like, it's true, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the negative effects of social media. Dun dun. I commend parents that have teenagers who are raising kids, just in general, just kids in general right now, because in a social media driven, you know, world, I can only imagine how challenging that is, and I commend you for doing it, giving you all the good juju and the good vibes, hoping that, you know, that goes well for you, because it's hard. Self-esteem largely driven by social comparison. Yes. Yes, I said it in one of my other videos or my other cute little chats, but comparison culture is the root of all evil. It is so bad. And I was like, it will make you guys turn into some bitter Bettys, because it's true. Because you see people living a certain type of way and you're like, well, I don't live that way, so how dare they?
The internet is so funny because I'll go through comments and it's just full of people coping. Like, a beautiful girl will post like a try on haul of like her luxury items, and people in the comments will be like, guys, don't worry, remember, she's wearing filters and she's wearing makeup and she's probably editing her body and is in massive amounts of credit card debt, and she probably like got surgery to be skinny, and like she probably has a horrible life and never had to work for anything ever, but also simultaneously probably has to work herself to the bone to pay back her debt. And it's like, okay, or she just is really successful and like happens to be beautiful, and like this idea that she might be suffering and might have to like lie about her life make you feel better. What do you do when you meet somebody that's actually all of those things in real life? Do you seethe in your anger, or do you also find some type of like lie to cope with the fact that you can't understand that somebody could be multiple amazing things at once? Like, I'm confused.
It's like, you can't compare. My mom and I were talking a while ago. I probably was like ranting because I saw something on social media again. What I said was, life it's a gamble. We are not all called to live life the same. All of our lives will not be the same. Unfortunately, some people, they do go through things. They are dealt a certain hand in life, and it is unfortunate, while others don't. Are those people necessarily evil? No. Are the people that have a hard time in life evil or lazy or whatever? No. We're just all dealt different cards, and it is up to us to do what is it? What am I trying to say? It's up to us to make something of our cards. It's not fair. Life is not fair. It isn't. Like, of course, would I want to be raised into like a rich family? Of course. But I wasn't, so I'm gonna make a life with the cards that I was dealt. I remember someone commented on one of my videos because I was talking about that. Oh, I think I was talking about Coachella and how some people are able to, you know, spend their money on X, Y, and Z, while other people aren't able to. And one of my, what do you guys call them, mutuals, she was like, yeah, but like, that's not fair that they're flaunting their wealth in our face. Some people can't even like afford groceries. Oh, my timer. I go, we're all called to live differently. Some people, unfortunately, they may have life quote unquote easier, but that's not really up for you to decide, honestly, because even if someone has like a lot of money, that doesn't mean that they don't that they don't struggle. They may struggle just in a different way that you will. And you know, like, we're all dealt different things, and it's not other people's job to make our life easier. Like, it really isn't. That's not reality. People always talk about and of course, people being crazy, like rich, and them being dumb. That is annoying, but it's like, I just think people have a false idea of just life in general. They get upset when things don't work or fit their perfect idea of how life should be. There will always be people who are crazy rich and don't care about anyone else, and who hoard their money. There will always be people who are middle class and still won't help people. There will always be people who are poorer, I guess, but don't help people into any capacity. So, like, there will never be any perfect utopia way of living, unfortunately. Comparison culture is the root of all evil. It is horrible. I really wish people would stop comparing themselves, especially look-wise. I had this thought actually, because we are in an era of surgery has become trendy. Skinny, being thin has become really trendy. It is affecting a lot of people, and everyone is kind of still looking the same and doing the same thing. It has a different effect on me. Yes, I am trying to lose weight, not because like society, but because I gained weight from not worrying. Seeing everyone look the same and being scary skinny really makes me appreciate the way that I look and the different things about myself, my different features, even the things that at some point like annoy me or I'm like, ew, like ugly. I still appreciate them. Like I posted, my siblings and I went to the beach recently, and I was like taking pictures and stuff, and I hadn't taken pictures in a while, and I was like looking at them and they're cute, but then I started picking them apart and I was like, oh my gosh, you have a big forehead, which I do. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have a big face, which I do. And like, oh my gosh, like your stomach, whatever. But then because I'm just confident and I have like high self-esteem, I was like, oh my gosh though, like, but you look like really cute. And like the cool thing about you is like no one looks like you, because I am unique just like everyone else. Because seeing people like look the same now, I appreciate people that look different, who look like themselves. I appreciate a larger nose, I appreciate a gap, I appreciate like, you know, for me personally, social media, seeing people, women be skinny or like all look a certain way, it doesn't really affect me, but I know it can affect other people, and that is sad. But it all starts from comparing, because you're comparing yourself to like them. Well, I don't look that way. Well, they're pretty, I don't look pretty. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. There is beauty in everyone. Everyone is beautiful to somebody. You just have to find things about yourself that you actually like. It's just there, you get nothing from comparing yourself to people online, like social media platforms, but like TV as well. And I did that recently because height wise, I'm 5'7", right? I would see women who were also 5'7", but they looked so like cute, like and I would be like, why do I feel like Shrek? And I first had to stop comparing myself to Shrek, but I also had to stop comparing myself to people on TV, because things are just different. Lighting, angle, camera, the lens, like the shoes, you get nothing from comparing yourself to people online, people that you don't know. It's not easy to stop doing it, but it is possible. And I think that is the first step to people actually finding some joy in their life, is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop looking at what other people have and be grateful for what you do have, even if like you feel like I don't have anything. Especially if you're a Christian, if you're a follower of Christ. I just watched a sermon today talking about gratitude and how you need to be grateful for every situation that the Lord has you in. Like, you don't have to be grateful for the struggle, but find some sort of joy in the struggle. Does that make sense? I am unemployed. People are denying me left and right. No one is trying to hire me. In the beginning, I was like, thanks. It was really hard for me to find joy in anything, so I was like, yo, I can't, I have no money. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm not joyful that no one is hiring me, but the joy that I have in my situation is that I have more time for content. I have more time to hang out with my family. I have more time to give my body a rest, because I've been working since I was whatever age. My body took a hit, and so that's joyful. Stop looking at what you don't have in life. Stop looking at, well, they have this and I don't have. Like, try to focus on what you do have. You have a great personality. You have beautiful eyes. You have kinky curly hair. You have beautiful straight hair. You have blonde hair, like you're a redhead. Whatever the case may be, just find something about yourself, about your life that you like, and continue on like that path. And even if you say, well, I don't like anything, stop lying, okay? there has to be something that you enjoy about yourself, your environment, your whatever, even if it's so small. Sometimes that is all that you have to do. You just have to grasp something that brings you a small hint of joy. Just keep on telling yourself, like, I look cute, like I love this about myself. Instead of pointing out all the negative things about yourself, point out the positive stuff and then marinate on that. I wish people like stopped caring about the society beauty standards or the European beauty standards. Who cares? My brain can't process like why a lot of people care about that, but I'm not gonna diminish anyone's, you know, struggles, because that is hard. So I do understand, but I just think as I got older, I started to just like not look for beauty in other people, but just like in myself. And honestly, I feel like what really helped me was like COVID, because when I was working at a hospital, we had to wear masks obviously, and during that time I did not wear makeup because I couldn't do the texture of like makeup on my face. So I stopped wearing makeup, and during that era I was like, oh my gosh, look at my lashes. Like, oh my gosh, I am really pretty. And I was the type of person that I hated the way that I looked without lashes. I thought lashes like just helped make my eyes like pop and be like all beautiful. So without lashes, I look like a rat. Like I hated the way I looked without lashes. But as I stopped wearing makeup, I got to appreciate my features more. And now I am at a point where if no one thinks I'm pretty, like, what do you want me to do with that information? Like, what do I do with that? If they're like, you don't fit society's beauty standards, like, you look at your body, you're fat. I'm gonna be like, okay, what do you want me to do with, like, what do you want me to do? What else to do with that information? Unrealistic body images, that's true, especially right now because we're in a skinny era. People are really skinny, like really skinny. I can only imagine if they're skinny on like a phone, they're probably so skinny like in real life. And for a lot of people, a lot of teens and just adults, that does alter their brain, and it has them like, well damn, because everyone's skinny, maybe I should be skinny. And then you have all the GL things, and you have the Ozempic, and it's just like there's a lot. It is really challenging, but the only way to be grounded during this moment is to love yourself. I know it's cliche, I'm like, self-help, but it's true. That's the only way I'm able to survive. Honestly, especially because back in the day when I gained weight, I used to spaz out. Like, I remember when I can't remember which, like, my weight at the time, but I was really heavy, and I was just like, what the F is going on? And I was about to cry. Like, I was so just like, because for me, weight has always been like a little, like an issue. Now it's whatever, like, I'm cute either way. But back then, weight was just an issue for me. And I was just like, I'm about to find the nearest. Now, even with everyone being sticks and like, you know, getting all, I'll lose weight on my own time, and if it'll take me longer, it'll just take me longer. Like, I don't know what to do. And that's only because I love myself. I love everything about myself. Every flaw that I have, every beauty point that I have, I love it. And that is the only way to survive on social media right now, because of all the negativity, the comparison, the unrealistic body image, the cyberbullying. Like, you have to have a strong sense of self at this point in time, and sadly a lot of people don't, which is why so many people are struggling on social media, which is sad. Mental health struggles. Increased rates of depression, anxiety, and loneliness, often linked to comparing one's life to curated highlight reels. Yes, people are lonely. The girls are lonely right now, and they think that social media is a way to replace like genuine human connection, and that's not true. It really isn't. So like the phrase "go touch grass," that is it's annoying to hear, but there's so much truth in it, because you cannot have a genuine connection with anyone through a cell phone. You can't. A content creator can tell you all of their struggles and problems and whatever. That still does not make you connected to them. It doesn't, especially because most content creators don't give you the full story about their life. It's curated, like it's not the real them. Especially right now, a lot of content creators or influencers, they are living a very curated life. They're not just documenting their life moments, they're making life moments and trying to pass them off as like, this is every day. And because a lot of people don't understand how social media works, they take that as fact, and they're like, damn, you really go to Disneyland every single day, and like, damn, you have all this money to do X, Y, and Z. And it's unfortunate, it really is, but that's why people's social skills are so off and people don't know how to have a normal friendship, is because no one is actually meeting people in real life. And even when they do, they treat it like social media. How like when you're on social media and you're like watching videos, you comment whatever comes to your head and then you leave. People do that in real life. You're talking to someone, you don't really care about what they're saying, you just want to say your point, and then you're like done with the conversation. Addiction and time displacement. Platforms are designed to be addictive, releasing dopamine, causing users to spend hours daily, which leads to reduced productivity, poor sleep, and neglect real-life relationships. My sleep schedule was bad when I was on TikTok, because I would be up until like 4 a.m., even 5 a.m., just like scrolling, because it feels like at night the best videos come out. I don't know why. Like, laughing so hard because the videos were just so freaking funny. But when you have your head down in your screen for hours on end, like it said, of course it disrupts your sleep, you don't get anything done, but again, it replaces real life interaction. Like, I think the one issue that people are having right now is just no one is living life. Just like with they're not just living life. Everyone is just curating moments. Everyone is like, well, I should do this because the video would be cute. So that people aren't just turning their brains off for a second and just like existing. No one is going to the beach and just like vibing anymore. A lot of people are watching people live life instead of living life themselves. And if you do that so much, it can get a little dangerous. So yeah. Cyberbullying and harassment. Social media is like, I go. Hello. Hi, grandmother.
Concealer and powder in one. And we said, done. Ultimate finish. The most wonderful compact in the world. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Oh yeah, so like cyberbullying and harassment, none of this stuff is new. Like, it's not. Like, it's been around. Cyberbullying, body image issues, all that stuff has been here. It's just we're at a time where it is heightened, and unfortunately with it being heightened and people feeling more insecure than like ever, there's like an imbalance. Like, hate trains, cancel culture has just like run amok online, and it's just gotten to a point where even if you don't agree with like what the masses say, that can warrant you to get like, you know, a hate train on you. It's horrible, honestly. I wish there was a true method or a way to not be affected by it, but I think the only method is just to not get on. If you are a content creator, and especially if you have a large audience, the best thing to do is just to not scroll. Don't search up your name. Don't go on like Reddit, like snark pages. Like, don't do any of that, and like, you will have peace. I personally, across like all of my platforms, whether it be my 2 TikTok accounts or my YouTube account or my Instagram, I haven't really lately, I haven't had like an influx of like hate comments. I've had hate comments before on my Korean speaking page, and I had some on my other TikTok page as well, because I was talking about like a hot button topic, aka Love Island. It doesn't bother me, it honestly, it really doesn't, but I'm not anywhere near the level that people are at when they have these massive hate trains, so I don't know what that feels like. So I won't say concretely that it wouldn't bother me, but as of right now, whenever I do get like an influx of people not liking whatever I'm saying or doing, it doesn't really bother me, because I'm like, what do you want me to do? One thing that I think it actually can help is if you do not respond. I know the trend is to respond back to your haters and to be like, da-da-da-da, like whatever. I don't see any value in giving energy to people who personally attack you. It's just, it's a losing battle. Like, you can tell them to stop, but they won't. And a lot of people, they thrive off of like you reacting to them to any capacity. So I know it sounds like horrible, just like ignore it, but I would say try to secure your bubble as tightly as you can. So yeah, I would be turning comments off, and I'll be blocking, and I would oh my gosh, even I tell myself this now, like, even if like on any of my platforms no one can message me, because I prefer it that way. I give people no options to even try to talk to me. If I ever did get like big, I would be closing even more doors and eliminating even more access, because you should. Social media, while it is tragic, it's also here for us to try to find connection, not to replace human connection, but to connect with people from across like the world, or even just in your hometown, or people that share the same interests as you. Like, it is used as a tool for connection, so don't let people take that away from you. Enjoy content creating or social media the way that you choose to. Maybe private your page, that's also really good. But if you are someone who is dealing with harassment and all of that stuff, make your page private if you have the ability to, and really just try to find more ways to protect your peace, so that you won't have these people like running you off of your own page or running you off of social media. And I think like that same day I posted another video about Love Island, something about Love Island, and it did really well too, and people were so mad in my comments. And I was like, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do, meaning like, whatever you're mad about, I can't fix that, and I don't want to fix that. So like, you know, thanks for the engagement, I guess. But social media, especially TikTok, it can leave you with a sense of FOMO. But I feel like if you're out living your life and doing the things that make you happy, then you won't have that. You have to replace things like social media, scrolling on TikTok for like 7 hours. Maybe replace that with a hobby, or going outside, going exercising. Me, because I had a lot of things that the Lord was telling me to do, I didn't really have any FOMO. It was just more like, oh my gosh, I can manage my time better and actually study, edit, post on YouTube and Instagram, etc. All of that being said, those are like the negative effects that social media can have on you. Are there positive effects? Of course there is. There's so many positive effects. I don't want to end this video on like a bad note, but I have found so many amazing artists through social media. I have found really cool people that I can connect with through social media. I have been introduced to a lot of brands, and I work with a lot of brands through social media. I have been able to be a part, like giving charity wise, to some amazing organizations through social media. So social media most definitely is beautiful, and there's so much good that does come and can come from social media. I think when negative stuff is pushed, because it is, no matter how hard you try to like make your algorithm look a certain way, some tragic things will always pop through, and which is so annoying. It's like, I'm trying to look at K-drama stuff, why are you showing me like horrible stuff? Not even just like country, like political stuff, like just people, like why? But no matter how hard you try to like protect while scrolling, bad things, annoying things, ignorant things will always seep through. But there is a lot of good. There's so much good. People's dreams have come true because of social media. People have found love and long lost friends. Social media, it is really beautiful. Like it is, and it will forever be beautiful. The problems that we have now, unfortunately, there will always happen. I just pray that we continue to have more resources to help people who do battle, you know, the negative effects that social media gives them. But yes, I feel like the bigger picture, or the bigger point, at least for me, wasn't so much about like touch grass, get off your phone, like get a flip. It wasn't about that. It was more so like, I have things that I want to achieve in this life, things to actually help other people. I can't do that if I have my head constantly in my phone, just absorbing all the negativity that I'm seeing across my timeline. I have businesses, I'm just kidding. But it's like, I have to, if I genuinely want to make a difference to any capacity, I have to lock the F in, and I have to focus my energy on things that are good and not things that just, they do nothing, you know? That is it, my friends. Thank you guys so much for being here and listening to me rant about why I am better than, I'm just kidding. I hope you guys are doing okay. Tell me, how have you been doing? Would you ever get a flip phone? Would you ever delete socials? What are your thoughts? I'll see you guys in my next cute little chat. And yeah, I don't know how to end this, so I'm just like awkward.